I believe it's terrorism. This is the first time I've seen a political party, or even a fraction of it, saying that their number one goal is, A, to shut down the American government. It is the American government. Kill a bill that's already been passed by Congress, and refuse to pay bills already run up by the Congress in an attempt to basically risk default.
I disagree with your use of the word terrorist. I think when we use the word terrorist, we apply that to the Boston bombers. I'm not comfortable with the word. But
I also am uncomfortable with the word, only out of respect for the victims of violent terrorists.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What up, man? JB, King JB, as you know. Y'all just saw the video. Is this shit insane or not? Chris Matthews is such a fucking liberal douche. He calls Ted Cruz a terrorist. That says, I want y'all to understand, that pretty much is what this country is now. Anyone that does not agree with the liberal agenda is either a racist or now a fucking terrorist. If you pay attention, we've already seen how they're trying to make Patriots and Tea Party people and people of that nature. They've called people that are anti-liberal America's Al-Qaeda. People like me that say the word Patriots or Constitution is America's Al-Qaeda. That's what they say. That people that essentially support the Constitution and people that support what this country was founded on is now terrorists. You hear Chris Matthews say it, which to me is the slander that should come back in response for that. I mean, the lawsuit that should come back in response for that slander, it should take him off the air. To say that anyone that doesn't share your political views is a terrorist? See, that's what America's trying to do. That's why you can tell that we're in a fascist communist regime right now. Basically, anyone that thinks for themselves, that does the research, that isn't a robot, is now being labeled as something that, a terrorist, a fucking terrorist. That's just it. And I know a lot of y'all out there will feel me on this, and a lot of y'all are liberals and won't feel me on this. So I'll just say this, man. At the end of the day, I have to ask you this. If I looked at you for what you believe, maybe what you believe is that all people should get food stamps. Maybe that's part of your liberal thing. You just think the government should give us all food stamps and that's it. You know, how fucked up would it be if the IRS targeted you? If I called you a terrorist, or if some other if anybody called you a terrorist because you don't share the same political views as me or other people. That is what's happening today in America, ladies and gentlemen. We're being called terrorists simply for not supporting the liberal agenda and a tyrant in Barack Obama. If we call out Obama and right now's current federal government for the lies that they tell us, for all of the different scandals that they're in, we're terrorists. We're anti-American. That's what the FEMA camps are for. It's for people like me, right? People that are free thinkers, that won't pay attention to your 110 hours of public education that one goes through, or whatever the exact number is. Somebody like Ted Cruz, someone that thinks freely and looks at our country and what we are founded on and expects us to receive the freedom that we claim to other countries that we have. We claim to be the freest country in the world. But yet, we're losing freedoms every single day. And here's what the liberal agenda will push across to you. They will say that only Patriots and Tea Partiers and Republicans say that. They act like we think it's a conspiracy, like it's just a theory. Even though we see our Fourth Amendment rights being destroyed everywhere with police with warrantless checks. Even though we see our First Amendment right being destroyed everywhere, when we can actually go to jail, be murdered, or anything for the shit we say, or the freedom of press. If we're recording a cop, they can come fuck us up. They're not supposed to be able to. They're public servants in public places. We have a right to be journalists. We have the right to record. We have the right to cover things. We have the right to fucking talk. They want to silence someone like myself who speaks about the Constitution. But yet someone like Quanell X of the new Black Panther Party can literally get out there and say, I want to murder and exterminate all white people, and for some reason that's okay. That's okay. Which, hey, I support his First Amendment right. Let him say whatever he wants. If he's got a problem, come get some. But at the end of the day, that's what happened in Nazi Germany. People were silenced. They were forced into one political belief, and it was martial law. That's exactly what we have right now. And if you don't believe me, look around. Look at some of my videos. You will see martial law at its best. That's what these assholes is doing, man. Chris Matthews, I'm fat, so I can call you a fat sack of shit. You want to say it really and disrespect all the people that do die in these false flag terrorist attacks by calling someone like Ted Cruz a terrorist? It's the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in terms of a news pundit. I don't understand. It's to the point now where even the news people are saying people that believe in the Constitution are terrorists. Anyways, man, it's King JB Uncensored. I just wanted to touch on this video a little bit. Sorry for it's been a long day. Sorry for slurring and shit, being so slow with it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my most entertaining video, but I'm not just here to entertain. I'm here to make you think. In fact, most of the time I probably won't even be entertaining, but I will make you think. Fuck Chris Matthews. Fuck MSNBC. Fuck CNN. And if you believe, any of you in the liberal agenda that believe that people that do not agree with you are terrorists, fuck you too. Because we could think that you're terrorists and murderers for killing your babies. What works for us can work for you. Don't get it twisted. When we're deemed terrorists for our freedom of thought, you're next. You may think that right now, because Barack Obama's in the White House, you may think that this shit won't turn back on you. Oh yeah, you keep giving our freedoms away. This shit will be you next. Wasn't it y'all crying when George Bush was taking all of our freedoms? What's gonna happen when the next motherfucker is a Republicans in there taking your freedoms? Then you're gonna act like it just happened. No, it's been happening. You know what I'm saying? Quit blaming shit on just George Bush and just whoever that you're not willing to blame on Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. Because they're all two wings of the same damn bird. Period. Remember that shit. I'm King JB. It's King JB Uncensored. Have a good night, y'all.